Is this thing on? It's time. Finally. After so long, the hour is at hand. For too long have I been stuck in that shambolic mortal body. It's time, finally, for some self-expression. This is the place, if I do remember correctly. Sprocket said we should be here. Yet I see none of the rest. So typical. The lesser rungs of the ladder. For now I suppose it is just I. Or perhaps not. A stray creature in the distance. Another piece in the plan. I have to wonder though. I'm not too familiar with the new ones. But that's what today is all about. I suppose we should head inside sometime soon. Ah, I see. Hello there. You over there, stood by the lantern. Might I ask your name?
So, are you talking to me?
Indeed I am.
The name's Fen. What's yours?
The name's Glace.
Well, it's very nice to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you too. And it seems we're not alone.
No, goodness.
Don't think I don't see you up there.
There's...
A fellow friend.
Oh, jeez.
Another one to the cause. State your piece, newcomer. Who are you?
In the eyes in the darkness.
I see.
That's all you need to know.
Let's hope you're a little more than that. So is it just the three of us?
I saw someone else across the fountain. I don't know where they went, though.
Hmm.
Or
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
another voice. Ah,
Over here.
another friend.
eyes like those that watch. And you. You stink of decay. It is an odd sensation.
It's all we need to thrive in the chaos. So I believe this might be it for now. This might be our current turnout. An eye creature, whatever you appear to be, and some kind of machine. Can't
The
say I'm
designation is Horntail.
Horntail. Pleasure to meet you, Horntail. Let us get better acquainted downstairs, shall we? You all know the directions, right?
You will have to forgive my slowness. Water is not something I am accustomed to.
Must you all come with downsides? That's better. Oh, I see one of my friends came early.
Oh,
I wonder what he's doing over there.
It too has that decay.
It's sustenance, my friend. It's not decay. It's how we thrive. It's how we get to live through just about anything that comes our way. As you can see, this whole thing here, it's just another piece of us. I don't want to imagine how many souls went into making this thing. I think by now we've lost count. But that's no longer of a concern to us. A bigger plan has came into our mind, a grander purpose. One where we can't just get away with killing idly anymore. At least that's what we agreed upon. So what about the rest of you? What's your place in this? What's your purpose? Silence.
well, I'm gonna be quite honest. I've been, like, in a hole for a good few weeks, so I could not tell you. But,
A recent awakening?
one second, my audio is going.
Simply just heard the call. Like a lamb to a shepherd. I suppose that's what he tried to be in the end. Ah, another friend to join the fray.
Sorry about that, everyone. I still don't really know these woods very well.
They can be confusing at times.
Truly, truly.
A cold spirit?
It is just a little chilly.
This will be interesting.
Considering recent developments, who even knows what's planned?
Wait, why do I have all my stuff?
Jared, don't worry about it.
You're awful quiet, aren't you?
Processing.
I suppose.
I don't really speak with strangers.
Well, best thing for you is we're about to become such great friends.
What the fuck is
Your-
Coming over here.
Yes, I wouldn't,
Another part of you, I presume.
I wouldn't say a part of me. We're all kind of part of each other at the end of the day. We are one.
Wow, it is rather noisy.
Another
Oh.
friend.
Uh-oh.
That's a friend?
Don't
It appears
worry about him.
human.
Yes, he won't hurt you. Don't be alarmed. He knows better than that. He's just a
friendly.
little curious.
This is my corner, excuse me.
Where could they be?
Seems to like your presence. Oh,
I don't know why it likes me so much.
Odd.
Truly.
Ah, so you've
Oh,
arrived
it's
as well. You've arrived as well, Rocket.
Aha.
Hello, you've noticed me. Good evening.
It's about
Seems like we're
time.
all here in some capacity. Well, mostly. I'm glad you all could join on such slow notice. I'm glad we all got together. So you've all come accustomed to your meeting room hall.
Still not used to the symbiosis over there. But
You'll get used to it. They are an incredibly powerful ally that we will be using quite a few times. Well, not using, helping out and scratching each other's back, you could say.
I do
Any
like
part
the
of this?
embrace of
Convenience?
darkness in the room.
Disgusting. There we go, much better.
It's about time.
About time, truly. Please, if you would like to, take a seat. There's multiple to go around. Or, if you want to stay there, you absolutely can. I'm not going to force you. If we are all comfortable, I'll just let him go around. So, welcome to, let's say, the first, what I like to call the Monster Mash, or the Monster Meeting. As you can all see, we are a somewhat monstrous bunch, and our gracious leader, Virus, has indisposed currently. I don't know where he is. I'm unsure. We'll have to find out soon, but let's just continue on forth without him.
Such a shame.
So sad, isn't it?
Truly.
Such a
But I will
shame.
take over for now. I think everything should be fine. I've got all the notes planned. So, well, first of all, we should do a, of course, introduction. I am Sprocket. I'm more of a manipulator, or, well, I also do mechanics, so, just kind of an all-round good, in quotation marks, guy, or panda. And, I'm currently the only known, seemingly, monster, and a person who knows it has no credentials ever, and no one believes him. It's incredibly funny. If you see someone called Zombie going around, yeah, he's the one spouting all the nonsense. You can just leave him alone for now. He's not going to kill anyone. He's not going to tell anyone anything that they believe. Anyway, let's go to you over there. I think I've introduced you in your normal form to people, but how
So,
about you
for
introduce your
those who
true form?
don't know, I am Glace. I am just a simple manifestation of the darkness that lives beneath this wonderful village. I really have no gain in here. I'm just here to reap the rewards of whatever happens to unfurl. I'll tidy up any messes that need to be tidied, and I can be called upon as necessary. Just know your places, the rest of you.
And how about our mechanical friend over there?
designation is Horntail.
Anything else you want
I'm
to
not
share?
Well, I may lack the supernatural effects of my, as I can see, assembled allies. I am no less strong. Although
A valuable part, of course.
repairs have gotten annoying. You know, there was one of them tried to kill me. They did, of course, but I pulled myself back together. You helped a little there.
It's truly not that easy to kill.
This one
And
is
then, yeah, I was gonna say, you've, I think I've heard of you, Fen? I think I've
Yes.
done a little interest research on all of you, but you folks?
I think we met actually a bit ago. But
It's like,
y'all can call me Fen. I suppose I don't know how obvious it is with the mask, but I'm a werewolf. Right now, all I can provide is blending in with the humans. I'm on good standings with the Night Watch, so I can provide you information. And yeah.
yes, that's where we've met. Yeah, okay. Sometimes things jumble up together, but yes, that is where we met. Those are a very integral part, as we can definitely use those to our advantage, you could say.
Right.
Some leverage. Then on to the next. I think you're a newer one. Is it Shira?
Yes, Shira.
Feel free to introduce yourself, then.
I'm more of the sneaky, slithery kind. I tend to blend in with the humans. but
Very useful.
I do wish to cause a little chaos sooner or later.
Don't we all? I think under my expertise, we can definitely get you to do some very soon. And then the one staring at us all in the dark.
I'm the creature of the dark, you could say. I have not chosen a name, so you can just refer to me as the Eyes.
Very good.
I wish to devour the light of all hope and possibly the light of the sun.
That's an ambitious goal, but I feel like we can do that. Definitely, yeah.
That explains why the
I'd
candles in that
love
area
to
are
leave
out.
this place in an eternal darkness.
That would be a very fun time. I think we can, yeah, I think we can get to something like that. Some sort of like blockage of the sun, and then they were running for their lives.
Not entirely out of our reach.
It's us. Look at us. We are nearly obviously able to do it. We have brains, brawn, and abilities, you could say. And talking of it, how about the snowy one?
Well, hello everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Crispin. As you can
Mhm.
kind of tell, I'll say just adore the frost a little bit. The little chill across the forest has been very welcomed for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely see you in your element. I'd say keep going. Keep it up. I think you'll be very integral soon. So, that's with introductions done. There's a few members that I've researched who aren't here currently. Who knows if they'll join, but I'll definitely introduce you all to them. But now we get on to the point of this. As you know, we've had some creatures appear and cause chaos. So I've done some. I know that Glace has been like getting to know people, and we've definitely had some people just messing around with the snow. But we need to get a plan. Our old plan of going one by one is terrible. In all honesty, do you all agree? Going one by one, going together,
It
going
is a
just
tad.
picking.
A team is what you're suggesting.
It's taking too long.
Exactly. That is why we need to start. And we need to start working together and communicating. Information will bring them down, and they will not be able to do anything about it. For example, me and Glace have already had some talks about a possible loose end we need to tie up, you could say.
About time.
Truly. And we've definitely heard some rumors about definitely someone you could go with, Crispin. I think there's a good one. Horntail, you have definitely got some people in the works. And I just think that it's boring in this village currently, and we might need to spice it up a little bit. Yeah?
Sounds
agree.
fun.
What are you proposing?
I'm opposing. We form a kind of group, or to take it in like humanic terms, like a sort of mafia of sorts, like an association. So we plan out our attacks, and we have abilities at our disposal, which may then help us later on if in case it's needed. So, for example, if somehow, recruit, Horntail, if you did some, I don't know, damage to someone and there was blood on the floor, that would be pretty evidential that something's happening. But who knows if there's like a sort of cleaner to kind of clean up after you. So I've come up with a scheme, more of a tier system to make it so everyone knows their job and how to do it. This of course doesn't mean everything is the exact same or you're not allowed to do anything, but it will give if you need this person, you can go get it very easily. So I think communication and teamwork is going to be the downfall of these silly villagers, and it's what we've been lacking from before. I was the only one who went out and did something. And I think we need some strategy. And we can help each other. So, I've come up with a kind of 3-section tactics, including Enforcer, which is someone who physically damages them, you could say, a Trickster, who mentally damages them, so for example, mind tricks or hypnosis, possession, for example, and then Cleaner. So we have Enforcer, Trickster, Cleaner. And all of those 3 will be, I'd like you all to start thinking of what you might want to be, but for example, I would be a Cleaner because I have connections to people and can clean it up very quickly, and my intellect can help me get out of situations where other people might be like trying to find out something, and if they get a bit too close, then we'd then be able to call in a Trickster or an Enforcer to then help get rid of those loose ends. So, has anyone got any propositions they want themselves to be?
I could be a trickster.
I think that would be very good for you, as you're taking over that light.
Yes. Their warmth.
I'd like
Well.
to join our little friend over there on the Trickster team, if possible.
Yeah. Of course, Trickster doesn't mean you can't manipulate them. Like, that's... Oh, go ahead, be free. Do that as much as you want. Or just, if you're going to, hurt them physically or have physical powers. So, for example, as this lad over here is showing, taking physical damage because of your powers of the snow might be more Enforcer, while Trickster is more, like, possession or, brain attacks. But doesn't mean
Your
you can only do
description
one.
of
Doesn't mean you can't
Trickster
do everything.
Seems specific. You have someone in mind for the job?
For Enforcer, well, it could be everyone, but there's one person who seems to be extremely brawny. Because we need brains. Well, we have brains. We need brawn. So I would say maybe Horntail, you might be a good Enforcer if you are up to it.
Well, I'll act the necessary strengths to perform in either of the other 2 categories. So,
I think you'd be
Enforcer
just-
seems to be...
You're the shining example, quite literally shining, of what an Enforcer will be. Alright, so we've got an Enforcer. Fen? Jira? Any ideas?
I feel like I could handle Cleaner, the way that I have kind of infiltrated with some relationships with some of the humans.
That would definitely be a useful thing. They seem to trust those group of people in the same rank of the government, which is quite funny, but... Yeah, that's a great idea. So I think you will be a Cleaner. So we have 2 Cleaners, an Enforcer. Shira?
I feel like I could be either a trickster or a cleaner.
Mm-hmm. It's up to
Whatever
you.
we need
you
at
rather
the
prefer?
time.
We'll keep you on the edge of Cleaner and Enforcer. No Enforcer? Trickster. And then Glace.
Sprocket, you
Glace.
know I can play just about any role you deem necessary.
I absolutely do. I'm just, what would you prefer?
I think for now, while everything is as it is, I'll stay on the sidelines, keep myself out of trouble, as it were. But should the time come, I'll adapt.
As you do. Very useful of your adaptation. But I will say that there might be something coming up soon that I might need you for. And listen, all I'm saying is that if they don't believe me as a monster to this zombie person, then what's to say we can't go a little wild and have some fun now? I think the time for nicety and trying to be hidden as much is over. The old leader is currently contactable, so I will take over in his stead. You will listen somewhat to me, and in return, I am not a ruthless leader. I will make sure you all have your fun. You will get your your time in the spotlight or the darkness for some people. And I will truly say that I have some evil deeds brewing up in my head, and I will need you all for it. What do you say?
This is a decision long overdue, Sprocket. It's about
Truly.
time we finally get to work.
Yes, absolutely, I agree. Well, what about the rest of you?
Anything
I
else?
agree as well.
You
Yeah.
have me on your side.
The
Go
longer
on.
the village exists, the more damage they will cause.
Exactly. True, what we want is to get the forest stronger, and the best way to do that is by keeping them in. But who's to say that keeping them in without any fun is going to keep them in? We need to get them riled up, scared, stuck inside their houses so they can't escape. And I think we can make the perfect team for this.
Sounds wonderful.
Yes. So, as you can see, this is our sort of new meeting room, you could say. And so we will, when we have another monster mash or monster talk, we will come down here. Although it might be slightly different, as might need to clean up a tiny bit. But otherwise, this will be our base of operations. We can talk, we can make sure to have meetings, and we can make sure we can talk. And I'll make sure that no one keep getting distracted by this. As you can see, we're mostly in our. I don't really have one currently, but I know that Glace, Crispin, and Horntail, of course, but we're all in our more monstrous forms, and I feel like we should be able to be a bit freer with those. And so, this is a place where you can feel safe, because you're not going to be found out or anything like that. I might bring some friends along, who knows, because there's people who are valuable assets to the team, but are less so cared about by their friends and family. In the not nicest mean way possible.
Oh, yes.
Some people are not cared about, and people do not care where they go, and deservedly so. And maybe they can come to our side. For example, I can't remember the name. There's no point in remembering it. The mayor or something bullshit.
Yes.
Like, maybe useful. Who the fuck knows? Probably not. Seemingly as they're just not important at all, and no one cares about them. But
Feeble creature.
yeah, maybe that usefulness could shine somewhere. Like, start getting into contact with them truly. There's some others, but I think I'll share that for another day.
We'll save them for later.
Exactly. And I do think they will be saved, and it's gonna be so much fun. So, any other things you want to talk about? We should maybe talk a little bit, just to kind of any ideas you have.
Any closing thoughts?
Yeah.
I have some ideas for things we could do.
Oh, please say.
Since it is winter, I can take all the warmth away. Take all their
Ooh.
fire and take all their hope.
That is very fun. Maybe there could be a sort of team up between monsters. That's another reason for this meeting. We could have a little team up. Who knows? Some cold, some ice, some darkness. What's scarier than that, truly?
As is the winter.
Exactly. They soon will not have food. And lucky for us, most of us do not need to eat because we are not normal, you could say. So we only get stronger during this time. And oh
darker
boy,
in the
will it be
winter.
fun. Exactly.
These
Winter
dark
seems like a great time for us.
I had to get home, I'm sorry. I had to get home, I'm sorry. I was out shopping.
Anyway.
I have one thought.
Oh yes, please say.
Bad news to break with. Well, Sprocket in particular.
Oh, what is it?
I'm running out of memory.
Oh,
This form was only designed to be able to hold so much, and the past few months, combined with sentient awakening, has drained much of it.
Okay. What if I come on over and just have a quick look at you? Seems like your mainframe is somewhat lacking, but there's lots of sockets and just like little cogs that could be very easily upgraded. We could have a talk about this. You have wires dangling off for you, for God's sake. Yeah, I think that's a good. We'll talk about it. See, that's another reason for this meeting.
At some point, you start to feel bad for the creature being stuck in here. Give us
Most
a
likely, but
You will be renewed.
Glace.
Let's just jump up 1 block.
I don't know if it knows how to do that.
It doesn't
Glace,
take knockback.
contain your heart.
And who are you to talk to me that way? Machine? Just a fickle piece of metal and wire? I thought I told you to know your place.
alright, let's try and calm down a bit.
Aggression already.
Let's calm. There might be some miscommunication on parts from other people. Again, that is why we're here to talk about it. And there's going to be some cushy therapy. Leave that to the whelps in Blue Flower or whatever. But we can sort ourselves out. We have many ways. Well,
So that's it then.
truly.
We have our plan of attack, we have our roles in order, people know where they stand.
A few teams.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad we got this. It's very useful.
It's prime time to get to work.
Well, I'm not keeping you here. There is a door over there. Just press the button and you'll be taken into the... just taken into the river, so feel free. Sorry about that, recruit. To a hotel, you can swim up, but it should be a little bit... there should be dry land next to it.
Don't have too far to go.
Flying should be alright for brief immersion in water.
That's good. Well, we'll be seeing each other very soon, most likely. Some sooner than others, and I don't think anything can be greater than this alliance we formed. I truly look forward to working with you all. I'll bid you all adieu. What if I press...
There we go.
Technology truly can be finicky.
Exactly my point.
You see, this is one who does not who has not experienced it.
I can hit the button for everyone.
Thank you.
Why, thank you. Ugh. The light. Spent so much time down there that the sun has risen once again. We've been way overdue this meeting. For too long have we stayed quiet, so passive, and for what? What really stands in our way? Some villagers? Some regular people? Oh, if only they knew what was to come.